Well, going back to our previous story regarding the man that was abandoned out in KwaZulu-Natal, joining us now from our Pretoria studios is spokesperson of the Department of Social Development, Lumka Oliphant. Lumka, good morning. Welcome to eNCA. I'm not sure if you're able to see the story, but this is with regards to a man that has been left destitute, where one of his relatives is taking his money after he receives it from the Social Services Department. What can be done in this instance?
Thank you, Macfarlane, for having us. Firstly, we need to say that and make it clear the difference between SASSA and the Department of Social Development and what each of us are doing. What comes out of the story is that Mr. Zuma is disabled and blind. He is receiving a grant from the department and SASSA, but a relative is taking the money and leaving and doing whatever he wants to do with the money. So what comes out in the story is that the relative has been nominated by Mr. Zuma as a procurator to receive the grant on his behalf. But then the relative then takes the money and does not give it to Mr. Zuma. While we condemn the officials of the department for not explaining this to the neighbor who has come to us, we need to also state that this then becomes a criminal case when somebody who has been nominated by Mr. Zuma to take the money on his behalf. And SASSA cannot change that up until there is a recommendation either from the social worker or Mr. Zuma himself saying that he wants to change the person who is going to collect the money on his behalf.
Lumka, we understand that this is obviously now a criminal matter because this is theft at the end of the day, and as much as he's also been elected by Mr. Zuma, he's not doing what it is that is supposed to be done. How do we protect people of this vulnerability? Because I'm sure there's a whole lot more that are like that, blind women and children whose money gets taken, those that are also disabled that also elect people, and this is not the first time that we're faced with such a case.
As I've said, Macfarlane, that we condemn social workers or officials who are not explaining to beneficiaries what needs to be done. But beneficiaries can come to the department and report the matter that families are not giving them what is due to them. I also hear in Mr. Zuma's case, he says he goes with the procurator to the pay point. There is nothing stopping him from reporting at the time that the money should not be given to the procurator because he won't see it at the end of the day.
Well, thank you very much, Lumka. Hopefully something can be done with that story. That is a spokesperson of the Department of Social Development, Lumka Oliphant.
News that moves. eNCA.com.